Hello there, Virgo. How are you today? This is your check-in reading. Let's see what Spirit has to say for you today. Check out your energies, any messages that needs to come through, any advice, right? Anything that you need to look out for. So let's get going here. I do hope you guys are doing much better. Like I said, I started this daily check-in type videos because I was very concerned, just because I don't know, I have a lot of Virgos in my family, and so, you know, I've been really worried about them. So I thought, well, you know what, I'm sure other people are on the same boat. Other Virgos are on the same boat, so here you go. All right, bottom of the deck. Okay, so you are still dealing with that loss, that feeling of regret, that feeling of insecurity. That's still kind of pervasive here. That's kind of your current energy. Now, let's take a look here. What's next? Yeah, wow. Okay, so you've got this thing here where, you know, what's happened in the past, you are really grieving this loss here. And you feel really left out and you don't know what to do. And there's a part of you that just wants to walk away, right? So you are finding that you're just giving up on the situation. You're realizing it's like you want to walk away from this because, you know, you're kind of realizing at this point, I think Spirit from the last messages is trying to tell you it's time for you to move on. And I think you're kind of at that point now that you're realizing there are certain things that are around you that aren't serving you anymore. And you know that it's time for you to move on, move forward. What's influencing you here is the fact that the karma is at play. Everything will be balanced, because I think that there's a part of you here that really is wondering, like, this is not fair. Whatever has happened in my past, it's not fair. When am I going to have justice? And this card is here to support you, to tell you that, yeah, it's at play. You may not see it right away, but that's how karma works. Whatever happens, like if good energy is sent out, that's what comes back to you. If bad energy is sent out, that's what comes back to you as well. However, this is all about divine timing, and justice is blind. And whatever you do, it will come back to balance the situation, right? It's not anything that you can really influence too much. It's just energy that will be returned back to you. So, you know, have faith that there will be balance in your life, right? And there's a part of you that's still really feeling as though things aren't fair. That's what I'm hearing, is that you're feeling like things aren't fair. And you secretly, truly want to create a new world for yourself, right? Like, you know, orchestrate or find some way to really just almost like start a new slate, you know, because you're tired of feeling this way. You're tired of feeling the loss. But know that subconsciously here, that even though this is something that you want, right? You want to be able to create your new path. You have that all within you. You don't need another person to help you create that path for the future. Spirit tells me that we all have what it takes to move our lives forward, to propel ourselves into the path that we want. In other words, to manifest whatever you want for your future. It's never against you. The universe is not against you. It may take time, and at that point, sometimes if we become very impatient, sometimes we start to think, well, I don't think the universe hears me. I don't think God hears me. Well, the universe does. God hears your prayers. It's just that there are other things at play in the background. So you just have to have trust that things are going to work out exactly the way they need to. And here, you have clarity. You are starting to have clarity, and that's why you're realizing that it's time for you to leave behind the things that aren't serving you. You are going to come out victorious. This is a card of victory and truth. And so I think in this situation that you're navigating through, you're realizing what you need to do to change your life, what path you need to take, and just basically trusting the universe. I think you're kind of working up to that point of just knowing that it's time to just trust that there is divine timing and there's divine purpose, and I just need to kind of kick back and accept. Here you've got the Chariot card, which tells me that something has kind of pushed you towards, you know, making that move, right? Accepting that you need to move forward. The Chariot is all about determination, willpower, right? This is also a card of victory, but it's about this, like, look at this individual. This person here has realized, okay, it's time for me to get on my motorcycle in this situation and go out and just leave my current situation and find something new. Get away from what I know and just move forward, because I can't stay here in this state of grief and insecurity and loss. And so in the future here, you've got the Hierophant. And what's happening here is you're going to gain so much wisdom from everything that you've gone through, Virgo. Everything that you've gone through, all the pain, all of the despair, it's for a reason, because at some point you're going to be put in a position where you are going to help others because of your experiences, right? I see that you are going to be that person that people will go to and say, like, hey, you know, I'm going through this, and you're going to be like, you know what? I've been there before. Let me help you out, right? because you've gained so much wisdom from all of your pain, despair, and heartache, you're going to have that connection with the divine and the real world, right? You're going to be that person that's going to say, yeah, I got you. You know, there was a time in my life where I didn't have faith, but I kept fighting. And you're going to make a difference in someone's life. I'm telling you that. I see it, I feel it, Virgo. Yeah, so this is about you healing, right? This is healing beyond, you know, what you can just, you know, it's not light. In other words, this is about wisdom. This is about hope and faith, restoring your trust in the divine. That's the kind of healing you're at right now, because at some point you gave up, right? You questioned your trust and your hope and your faith. But this is also about wish fulfillment, right? This is also about wish fulfillment. You're going to get what you want. You're going to find the path that you want, and you're going to get there. You're tired. You are overburdened. You are burnt out. You have been carrying around so many burdens, so many responsibilities, because that's you, Virgo. You like to help others, and you feel that one of the ways that you have purpose is to help others, to produce, right? Like, you're not going to sit idle and just watch things happen. You're going to get in there and you're going to help out, and you're tired, right? You see that through all the turmoil that you've gone through, you still had the responsibility to carry everybody across the finish line, and you're tired, right? I commend you on your perseverance and your dedication. And Spirit says it's time for you to drop some of these wands, because now you have to heal yourself, because I have something very important for you to do in the future. So understand that you need to recognize, Spirit is saying you need to recognize what it is that's really supposed to be on your plate, what you're supposed to carry and what you're not. And you have to trust that the other people that you're carrying the sticks for, you need to let them go. You need to let the sticks go and make them carry it, because you're just kind of enabling the situation, right? If that's the situation you're in, where you're taking on everybody else's burdens, you're not really helping them. You may be temporarily helping them, but you're not helping them in the future. So Spirit is saying, shed this so you can get to your goal line here, because you have so much time during this. You've got so much healing to do, and I have purpose for you. There's something else here for you, Virgo. You have to trust, and look at that. You've got transformation, just like I said. In order for you to go through this transformation, you have to shed some of these burdens, and you have to let go of this feeling of fear, loss, and insecurity. This is about you changing your way of seeing things, of looking at things. Once you get to that point, and you shed some of these burdens that you have because you're so burnt out, you get to the finish line, and then you'll see that you have transformation, and then you can circle back around to what's there for your future. Here, you still have a lot of anxiety and fear and worry, right? And part of it is because you're venturing into the unknown, right? The Chariot card, they're just going. They trust that wherever they land, that's where they are. That's the energy of the Chariot. This is about faith, knowing that the divine has something for you. There's a part of you that wants to go that route. There's a part of you that's still very worried and very much afraid. You have a lot of anxiety behind that. And so understand that that's still something that you're going to have to contend with, right? It's not completely gone. It's still a part of you, but it's something that you need to be aware of. You need to be aware that you get really wrapped up in your thoughts, and you spin, and then you're in that loop, and then it's really hard to get out of, right? So let's see what the outcomes are. Yeah, Temperance. Look at that. So just like I said, the divine has something really special for you, and there will be balance. Just like I said here, there will be balance in your future. Don't worry about it. That's what this card is about, because look at the angel, mixing and tempering the current situation, and you've got liquid, you've got water there. So that's about your emotions. They're balancing things out for you, even though you may not feel it. So again, this is about trust, hope, faith, and just balance, moderation, and trust that something better is coming your way, that they are cooking up something really good for you, right? On the other side. That's the message for you. And look what you've got. You've got the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is going to be that ultimate love, joy, harmony. That's what's coming. That's your outcome. And look at what your other outcome is that you're going to have stability. Now, if this reading is for you in that, the spirit of your loved one is here on earth still and has not passed, know that whatever relationship you are working on, it's going to be taken to another level, something a little bit more stable, something that's going to be long lasting. You see that? There's so much joy and celebration here. So basically, you're going to be with you're going to commit to something that's going to be long lasting, something that's going to have milestones, right? Now, if this is a message from spirit world, because from a person who has passed, know that this is what they see for you. They see joy, happiness, commitment, balance, reuniting, you know, with what you know, with who you truly are, right? With your self. After you go through this transformation, this healing process, and look at what's underneath it, right? You've got stability, and then you've got this Hierophant card, because the Hierophant card, again, is about structure and wisdom and connection with the divine. So you've got so much headed your way, right? This is about happiness. This is freedom. This is stability. So Spirit is trying to tell you that you have so much that you have to, yes, you have to go through this path here of healing, shedding the burdens, transforming, worry, but look at where it's ending, right? Stability, happiness, joy, harmony. Okay, so let's see here. Let's see if we've got any, I want to use these Akashic Records cards here and see if we've got any other messages that you need to know. We've got choice. You're being asked to make a choice that you've been struggling with. It's time to decide which path you're going to take. Listen to your intuition, eliminate everyone else's input, and feel your way into the choice that is right for you. The time is now. So, wow, that's pretty powerful, because here we've got this thing here. You've got the choice to get on this bike, and you need to go and start something new. And a lot of that, I mean, this is a rebel, right? This driver here, this rider, is not about to listen to what anybody says. That she or he, they're going to get on that bike, and they're going to go, and they have blind faith, knowing that wherever they end up, that's where they're meant to be. So again, this is you making that choice, that decision to move forward, because you've realized what it is that no longer serves you, right? So you have powerful choices here. The choice to change and transform, the choice to have hope and healing and wish fulfillment. Solitude. Spending time alone is often what we need to hear the whispers of our soul. Get to know all aspects of yourself so you can stand on your own in any situation. Absolutely. This is, again, about this time of healing, of hope. I'm surprised that we didn't get the Hermit card, since we have solitude here. The Hermit card is the Virgo card, but it's all about introspection, spending time alone, and really understanding the messages that Spirit has for you. Last one here, consider the options. You've narrowed your focus to one desired outcome, and you might be missing a bigger opportunity. Open up and let the universe send you the highest possible result. Yeah, so this farmer here has so many sticks that he's carrying back to his home that he just has his head down. He's not really seeing where he's going, right? He's very closed-minded. He doesn't want to confront what it is that he's walking to. Look at this individual here. Again, not seeing the options, that it's possible to get out of this loop of sadness, despair, and anxiety. Again, considering the options, looking to see changing your mindset, looking up once in a while so you can see that, you know, you've got something else that's in front of you and that you're missing out, right? Consider the options. Okay, Virgo, last one, discovery. New ideas, people, or opportunities may be coming your way. While there is still work to do to reach your goal, you may discover new strengths and passions along the way. Right, so again, venturing out, trusting that the universe has something for you here, right? That they're cooking up something behind the scenes that you may not know. With your transformation, this is going to allow you to go that path here and heal. You got to let this go, and then you're going to find yourself in a really joyful situation, in a union that is going to be very committed and very stable. Okay, Virgo, thank you so much for being here. I hope you're doing well. I love you. I'll talk to you later. Bye.